What's up everyone, this is Tony with JRNYcrypto. Today's video is going to be the best strategy to become a millionaire from cryptocurrencies. I'm going to go into both short-term and long-term scenarios to become a millionaire from cryptocurrencies, and also why a large percentage of people that do invest in cryptocurrencies never will make profit and never will become a millionaire from cryptocurrencies. So be sure to watch through this whole video to get some great important details and information on the best strategy to become a millionaire from cryptocurrencies. Before we get started, please like the video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and hit the bell to be notified when I make new videos. Also comment below what cryptocurrencies you're holding for end of 2020 and where do you think the crypto space is headed. So becoming a millionaire from cryptocurrency, I think, is a common goal in the crypto space. Whether you're just a smaller investor who is putting small amounts of money from each paycheck into cryptocurrencies, or you're a larger investor who invests large amounts and is day trading, I think it's a pretty common goal to become a millionaire in the crypto space, and it's definitely possible for both categories of people. Even if you are just investing a few dollars here and there, if you have a solid strategy for investing in cryptocurrency, you can definitely become a millionaire in the long term. So I'm definitely going to go over both scenarios on how you can become a millionaire from cryptocurrency and go over different methods. So be sure to watch this whole video to get some important information. So definitely you want to be diversified in the cryptocurrency space. I did a video on how I would diversify if I was just investing $1,000 into crypto. Of course, this is a small amount, but I would still diversify nevertheless. So if you do want to learn more how to diversify, I kind of gave a general idea of how I would split up $1,000 into cryptocurrency coins. So this video is called How I Would Invest 1,000 in Cryptocurrency 2020 on my channel. So be sure to check that out. I'm also going to be doing an update on this, probably how I would invest $10,000. I'm also going to be doing a trading series on Binance US. So if you aren't signed up for Binance US yet, please use my referral link in the video description. I am going to be showing you guys my portfolio and how I would invest $10,000 and give you guys updates on what profits I'm making on Binance US and do that regularly. So I do think I'll be launching that video series this week as well. So first we're going to go over the best long-term strategy for becoming a millionaire from cryptocurrency. And that's going to be dollar cost averaging, as well as being diversified, and possibly some midterm trading with altcoins if you find this interesting. So this does make it a lot simpler for the smaller investor as well. You don't need to be keeping up on the crypto news. You don't need to be worried about the price ever. You just have to do your regular purchases out of your checks whenever you want. And then you do get an average purchase price, as well as this does reduce volatility from the markets as well. So sometimes you might be purchasing at 30% less, sometimes you might be purchasing at a higher premium, but overall it will average out at an average level, and over time, 5-10 years down the line, this should be a huge investment for you if you are picking good cryptocurrencies. So if you don't know what dollar cost averaging is, I recommend you use Investopedia to read over this. So dollar cost averaging is an investment strategy in which an investor divides up the total amount to be invested across periodic purchases of a target asset in an effort to reduce the impact of volatility on the overall purchase. I also think this is great for smaller investors because you're able to put in smaller amounts over time and it doesn't have as big of an impact on your personal finances. So one of my biggest mistakes in cryptocurrency is that I wasn't doing dollar cost averaging at the time that I heard of Bitcoin. This was in 2012. I first heard about Bitcoin mining and I was looking into it to earn some passive income. But at the time I figured I only had a few $100s to invest and it really wouldn't be worth it, even if I got 200 or 300% return on investment, which was very risky at the time as well. You have to consider this was at the time of Silk Road as well. So I definitely thought Bitcoin was going to be disappearing. So at the time, if I did start dollar cost averaging at that time, I would now be a multi-millionaire. But because I didn't and I started getting back into cryptocurrencies in 2017, I am not a millionaire. So that is probably my biggest mistake in cryptocurrency, is not just doing some dollar cost averaging with some spare change I had. I wouldn't have even noticed the difference of the money I was putting in, and it would have made all the difference in my life now. So definitely a huge mistake. I definitely recommend understanding dollar cost averaging and considering doing it with some cryptocurrencies you highly believe in. So, an article from Max Keiser, poor people should buy Bitcoin even $1 a day. Back in 2012, I believe, 9 years ago, he did tell people to buy $1 Bitcoin a day, and those people that did listen to him are now multimillionaires just from $1 a day of Bitcoin. If you consider that, that's just insane. So don't be intimidated, even if you can't afford to put in a lot of money. If you're looking at this for the long term, like a retirement plan or something to cash out 10 to 20 years down the line, even a few dollars a day makes the difference. So a great example of dollar cost averaging is this image here. Also, I highly recommend you guys use Google spreadsheets to document all your info. You could use this as an example. So I recommend going over your personal finances and figuring out what amount you can afford best out of your paychecks, and then do that every time you get paid. As soon as you get paid, you're going to be taking that amount out and going directly into the cryptos that you choose. So this person's putting $50 out of each check. So let's say you get paid bi-weekly. That's only $200 or $100 a month. That's very manageable for most people, especially on minimum wage. I think that's manageable. So you could be doing more or less. It just depends on your personal finances and what you're comfortable with. But as you guys can see, after 10 paydays, this person now has put in $500 and is now worth $536. So they have a profit about $36, even doing purchases once every 2 weeks. And their average dollar cost purchased was only $10.48. When some of the times they did make purchases over $11, it did average it out at a much lower price. So that's another benefit of doing dollar cost averaging. So doing this years down the line, I think you're definitely going to notice how powerful this is. So I highly recommend looking into this, doing dollar cost averaging, as well as diversifying your portfolio like I recommended in this video here, as well as you can invest in some altcoins when you do see opportunities, and then flip those as soon as they have a good percentage, and then go back to cryptos that you want to hold long term. So by doing this, it does require some more research and knowledge of cryptocurrencies, but you can make some pretty good profits and increase the amount of crypto you're holding by doing this. So this chart here on CryptoDiffer, it shows all the major upcoming events in June of the current month. So all these cryptocurrency projects have something major they're doing in June. So looking through some of these projects, you could kind of get an idea of what projects might be going up during the month. So Beam hard fork, it has already gone up a lot. Zilliqa went up over 500%. A lot of these cryptos are already up a very high percentage during the same month. So in a bullish market, cryptocurrencies that are doing something big, they're definitely going to get a lot of attention, and that spike in demand is going to make a short-term spike in the price as well. So if you do invest before this gets out and before the price goes up a lot, and then you sell at the peak and then buy back in on cryptos you're holding long term, this is a way some people increase the amount of cryptocurrency they're holding and make a little bit extra on the crypto that they currently have. So something else getting very popular in the cryptocurrency space is staking. And what staking allows you to do is earns a percentage of passive income on the coins you're currently holding, but only certain crypto projects offer this, and different percentages in each project as well. So you will have to research and hold certain coins. You want to be sure to hold certain coins offering staking that are not only going to give a good percentage in passive income, but also the project is going to be building and doing huge things. So the value of the coins you are holding are going to go up in value greatly as well. Two projects I'm really big on for staking coming up is Cardano ADA as well as Ethereum ETH. Both coming by the end of 2020. I do think Cardano is coming up very shortly, and that price has gone up about 60% since the announcement of their hard fork going to staking. So if you go to stakingrewards.com, you can get a great overview of all the cryptos that offer staking, what percentage rewards they have, the current price, and everything else about the tokenomics on these coins. So as you guys can see, many projects are already offering staking, and many more are working on transitioning to staking. And this is because by offering staking, they're incentivizing their investors to take more and more coins out of circulation This causes a massive supply shock to the cryptocurrency, and since it's a finite asset, this limits how much coins are on the market to trade. So if there's high demand for the coin and there's not a lot of coins on the markets being traded, that's going to push the price up much quicker and much easier. So definitely reasons why I'm bullish on staking coins, because you can not only earn passive income, but over time, if the project is doing big things and building, it's going to become more and more valuable, the coins you're holding as well. So something very powerful is going to be not only dollar cost averaging, but to dollar cost average into staking cryptocurrency projects and to be diversified into different projects that offer staking. And then you can also use your staking rewards that you're earning to increase your staking bag. So you're earning more and more cryptocurrency from your staking rewards at the same time as you're constantly increasing your staking bag as well from dollar cost averaging. Years down the line, I think this is going to be very powerful, and you're definitely going to see a massive impact on the value of your cryptocurrency portfolio by holding steady and doing this. So I want to go over a few important things that you should understand before getting into cryptos and dollar cost averaging. These markets are very volatile, and many people won't make it to their goal just because they'll panic sell due to some bad news, or they'll sell at a small profit and then miss even higher profits. So really the ones that are holding long term are going to be the most successful in my opinion. Like the article from Max Keiser saying people that bought just $1 of Bitcoin per day back in 2011 are now multimillionaires. Those are people that never touched it though. They just bought it and they stored it away for long-term storage. They didn't sell on the pumps. They didn't sell out of panic when there was bad news. Warren Buffett saying Bitcoin is worthless. Anything that comes out that's bad news, there's always going to be people panic selling. So it's almost better to just ignore the news and just stick to your plan for the long-term goal. And I think people that are doing that are going to be most successful in the long term. So it is important to understand that. Also, you have to understand that there is going to be massive pumps in the crypto space, and you're going to be tempted to take profit. Sometimes it is great to take profit because you could buy back in at half the price or even lower. If you sold Bitcoin at $20,000 and then purchased back in at $7,000 or less, you're now in profit again. So you would have just increased the stack of your Bitcoin by doing this. So you may get a massive price rally of 300 or 500% on the cryptocurrency you're holding and be very tempted to just take the profit and sell, which in some cases it is going to be a good idea to do this. But you also have to consider that some cryptos have had price rallies like this, and then people take profit and then they actually miss the biggest price rally yet. So for example, XRP, back in mid 2017, it had its biggest price rally, going from less than a penny all the way up to 35 cents. Just massive return on investment. Of course, it did drop back off to around 15 to 20 cents for the rest of that year until end of year when it went to 75 cents and then 150 and then 340, all within a couple weeks. So people that completely sold out around 30 cents or even 20 cents after having massive return on investment, they really did miss the biggest rally. So if you are selling, you should have a price where you want to purchase back in just to stack more coins. That's a way many people increase their cryptocurrency bags, by selling at a peak price and then purchasing back in once the price corrects and is lower. I've done this successfully with many cryptos as well, but sometimes you do miss the big rally on the cryptocurrency, or you might miss higher profits by selling at a certain level. For example, Theta, this cryptocurrency leading up to mainnet 2 was around 8 cents flat, and then it started going up pretty steady. It did have a price pump up to 31 cents, where I'm sure many people were tempted to sell because it did have a price pullback. And then later in that week, it did go up all the way to 50 cents. I did luckily sell this at 44 cents here, about at the peak, and I am waiting to buy back in later if it price does go down. But this is not a project I'm big on, so I don't really care if I do get back in or not. It was just a way for me to stack a little bit extra Ethereum or Cardano ADA. So you can do that strategy, like I said, with projects that do have something big coming up. Many people say buy the testnet and sell the mainnet. So what that means is as the news of testnet is coming to a finish, people are purchasing before that, and then a day or two before the mainnet launch, they are selling at a peak price. Also, people say buy the rumor and sell the news, because there is a lot of hype in the crypto space, and many people will hype their project in the cryptocurrency space with a rumor of big news, and by the time the news comes out, it's usually not something too massive, and then everyone dumps it. So everyone was expecting a massive partnership or something, and it ended up being something smaller, so the price ends up dumping at the announcement of the news. That's usually how it goes in the crypto space. So many in the cryptocurrency space will get shaken out due to FUD and bad news and the extreme volatility. Only those that are strongest mentally can make it through for years on end, dollar cost averaging, even through the bad news, even through high profits where they want to take profit, but they really want to reach their end goal. Those type of people I think are going to be most rewarded from cryptocurrency. So you really have to be strong if you do want to become a millionaire out of the cryptocurrency space, especially if you're only investing a small amount every couple of weeks with your paychecks. It's really going to take a long time and being mentally strong. You have to keep in mind though, many people have retirement accounts where they don't touch it for 30 years and they're putting money into that with every paycheck as well. So just think of it something like that. Cryptocurrency I think is going to be much more higher return on investment than anything like a 401k plan or any other stocks or traditional investment. Especially with the younger generation, once they start getting older, there's going to be a transition of wealth from the older generation going to the younger generation, and the younger generation is much more likely to invest in cryptocurrencies. They understand it, and they're much more likely to invest in it over stocks and 401k plans and other things like that. So definitely down the line, many years down the line, I think cryptos are going to just only build up higher and higher in price and market cap. Right now, we're still barely around 250 billion market cap for the global crypto space. We haven't even touched $1 trillion yet, so the crypto space is still very small. You still are an early investor if you are in the crypto space now. So anyone in the crypto space now investing in good cryptos and dollar cost averaging many years down the line is probably going to be greatly rewarded. Gold alone has over a $7 trillion market cap. So you have to consider that. There's even companies, single companies, Amazon, Google, Walmart, other companies have a higher market cap than the entire crypto space put together. So when you consider that, the crypto space is still pretty small and you're getting in pretty early. A big problem I see many people saying is Bitcoin's 10,000. They wanted to buy in when it was much less. But when you look at the bigger picture, 10,000 probably is going to be a small price, especially for projects right now like Ethereum and Cardano ADA. They're still pretty low in market cap. Ethereum around 230 and Cardano ADA around 8 cents. When we look further down the line, I think these prices are going to look extremely small and wish we put in more when we could have. So I see a lot of people saying that Ethereum ETH right now is like buying into Bitcoin in 2016 when Bitcoin was only around $250. Bitcoin now being around $10,000 and Ethereum is now around $250. So if that plays out like people are saying, then we'll have a price of Ethereum ETH around $10,000 in a couple years. So one image I want to show you guys is this post Bitcoin halving rallies. So every time Bitcoin has a halving, which we just had in May, the following year, there's usually a massive price rally. So the first Bitcoin halving had a 9,000% price rally a year after the first Bitcoin halving. The second Bitcoin halving had a 2,900% rally a year after the second halving. And that was the last bull run we had. And now we are at the third Bitcoin halving, currently at the price of around $10,000. If we have a similar effect, if we only get a 1,000% increase in Bitcoin price, that'll be a $100,000 Bitcoin a year from now, around August 2021. And the price of all altcoins usually follow Bitcoin. So with altcoins that are doing really big things and advancing in the crypto space, also getting their price picked up from Bitcoin moving up, I think is going to just have a massive impact on some of these altcoins, having insane return on investments that are unheard of in traditional markets, especially offering staking on some of these cryptocurrencies. I think is going to look very appealing to many traditional investors and institutional investors. So not only is for staking is your investment going up as you're holding it, but you're also making passive income on that money. So your money is making money for you. Many of the wealthiest people in the world say the way to get wealthy is to put your money to work for you. So you can actually use your money to make more money, which is why people invest in cryptocurrencies. But if you're also making passive income on top of that, that's just even better. So Ethereum and Cardano here I'm pretty big on. A lot of other crypto projects offering staking very soon as well. I definitely think passive income in the crypto space is going to be what pushes it into that next bull run as well. So I'm definitely looking forward to 2021 and seeing what happens in the crypto space. I definitely think we'll be passing that $1 trillion global market cap for the first time in crypto. So the short-term strategy for becoming a millionaire from cryptocurrency is really just going to be having to have a large initial investment amount. Without a large amount of money to initially invest, you're really just not going to be able to reach that in a short span of time. Even if you get coins that do a 100x or 1000x, you would have to be lucky enough to put $1,000 in a coin that does 1000x just to make $1 million. And doing a 1000x is not going to happen overnight or even over the span of a year. It's going to take a few years and be in a project that's probably pretty new and has a lot of promising features and what they're building. So really you'd have to be very lucky to become a millionaire from crypto in the short term, just based on a small amount of money. You can also do things like leverage trading, where you basically bet your cryptocurrency on whether the price is going to go up or down, and then you make a much higher amount of profit when you are right. But this is also very risky because you could get liquidated and lose the amount that you're betting. So me personally, I'm dollar cost averaging into cryptocurrencies that offer staking that I highly believe in for the project as well. So definitely my primary being Ethereum and Cardano. I think you're going to be very successful, not only the cryptocurrency going up in value tremendously, but also being able to earn huge passive income rewards and higher percentages than any traditional investments. So that's going to be very appealing to many traditional investors as well. And I think that's going to spike the demand for the coins also. Also flipping altcoins I've been huge on. It depends how much time you have to do this. But if you do follow my channel, I will be updating altcoins that are bullish regularly. So be sure to subscribe and look out for my videos. And I will be covering these type of altcoins that I think are about to go up in value a lot. I've been very successful with flipping altcoins over the past 2.5 years, getting anywhere from 200 to 400% most of the time, just picking the right altcoins at the right time, and then using that to increase my staking bags for cryptos I am staking in. And then earning more passive income from those bags. So definitely a strategy I think over the long term is going to be very great and make many people millionaires from the cryptocurrency space. So I will be starting a new video series this week of trading on Binance US. I'm going to show you guys my portfolio and how I invest $10,000 on different altcoins. And then also I'm going to be keeping you guys updated on this and show you how my portfolio grows on Binance US. And hopefully I'll be able to turn that 10,000 into $1 million over the next 5 to 10 years. And you guys can watch that portfolio grow and trade with me there. So please use my link to sign up for Binance US if you haven't already. It's highly recommended you use this exchange if you are in the United States. It's really the only place in the United States you can trade a wide variety of altcoins. So I highly recommend being signed up there. I'm also going to be doing some other huge videos this week as well. I'm going to show you guys how you can make $500 in crypto in just a few minutes of your time, and as well as generate about $20 to $30 per month of passive income in cryptocurrency without doing anything. So look forward to those videos this week. That's about it for this video. I hope you guys found it useful. If you guys know anyone new to the crypto space, please share this video with them. I'm sure they'll find it useful as well. Thank you guys for watching the video. Please comment below what are your thoughts on the crypto space and the video, and I'll see you guys in the next one.